Hey everyone, how's it going? This is AriesFan690 here, going to do my first video on my new channel. I've had a channel before, I don't really remember what my username was, but this is my new channel. And I was just going to do a review on ROH's Boiling Point, their most recent iPPV. This was a pretty lackluster card. I didn't hate it, but I didn't enjoy it as much as I was expecting that I might have. Um, but overall, uh, it was an okay card, just a lot of filler on this card. A lot of the matches were a little bit disappointing, I think, might be the word. So, anyways, let's get started. We started off the pay per view with Roderick Strong versus No Fear Mike Mondo, which I feel was probably the second best match on the card, which I've really been impressed with Mike Mondo lately. Um, and if you haven't been watching the ROH's TV programs. He had a really good match against Davey Richards, and he had a good match against Kevin Steen, and he had a good match against Matt Taven. And No Fear Mike Mondo has really been impressing me very much. Has really been impressing me a lot lately. So overall, I gave this match about 4.5 stars. It was very fun, very easy to sit through. And then we went to the next match, which was a four-corner survival match where the winner got a Ring of Honor contract, and it was Matt Taven versus QT Marshall versus Antonio Thomas versus Vinny Margatelli. It was really hard for me to get into this match. I don't know why. I think I really enjoyed a lot of Matt Taven stuff from seeing him from the Ring of Honor shows, but I don't know. I couldn't really get into it. It was an alright match. I just couldn't get into it. So overall, I gave it about 2.5 stars. Um, so yeah, there's that. And then the next match, you had Adam Cole versus Brutal Bob Evans in a Proving Ground match. Um, I don't really see why this match was on the iPay-per-view. I feel like they could have done this on like like a house show or on one of the TV tapings. I feel like this just took up some unnecessary time, and it wasn't that great of a match overall. I gave it about two and a quarter stars, just because I really enjoy Adam Cole. I like a lot of Adam Cole's work. His match against Michael Elgin at the Border Wars was awesome. That's honestly one of my favorite matches so far of this year. Um, and then after that, you had quite possibly, in my opinion, the worst match of Ring of Honor so far this year, which was Unbreakable Michael Elgin versus Charlie Haas. And I don't really hate Charlie Haas. Um, I do like wrestling's greatest tag team, but mostly it's because of Shelton. I don't really hate Charlie Haas as much as a lot of other people do. But this match just seemed very sluggish, very slow. They had, because before the match they were setting up Elgin and Roderick Strong feuding, and Michael Elgin was going to get uh, how Michael Elgin was going to get a title shot at, I think it was Glory by Honor, and Roderick Strong was very upset with that because apparently Truth Martini had said that he was going to give Michael Elgin's Survival of the Fittest World Title match to Roderick Strong, so Roderick Strong is upset. Roderick Strong said he was going on strike. Throughout the middle of the match, Roderick Strong came out and with a chair and sat next to ringside and had a 12-pack of beer or whatever, and was drinking beer the entire time. And it was just, it was dumb. This match was very slow, very sluggish. I gave it only star and a quarter. It didn't impress me at all very much. And then next you had the Briscoes versus SCUM, SCUM being Jimmy Jacobs and Steve Carino, which this was a pretty good tag team match. I enjoyed it a lot. I really like Jimmy Jacobs. I don't care too much for Steve Carino, but I do like Jimmy Jacobs a lot. This was a pretty good tag team match. Overall, I'd say it was very entertaining. I got into it, so I gave it a 3.5 star rating. Um, Overall, it was a pretty good match. I do enjoy Jimmy Jacobs, and I've always enjoyed the Briscoes. So yeah, 3.5 stars on that one. And then and then you went to intermission, and then you had the next match was Jay Lethal versus Tommaso Ciampa. Um, this was a pretty good match. I was actually very impressed with this match for what happened because in the first, literally like the first 5 seconds of the match, Tommaso Ciampa like blew out his knee because he was running to hit Jay Lethal, and you could see his knee like tweak, and he just wasn't walking right for the whole thing, and it looked like they were just going to throw it out and end it really soon. But Tommaso Ciampa actually toughed it out throughout the whole match. It was a 2 out of 3 falls match. He toughed it out throughout the whole match, which was very impressive, seeing as how he had an injury. I don't really know why they're having them wrestle again on iPPV. I feel like this would have been more of a house show, but other than that, I felt like it was a good match. I gave it 3 stars. I enjoyed it just mostly because of I had respect for it because of Tommaso Ciampa hurting his knee in like the first 5 seconds of the match. Um, and then you went on to the co-main event, which was Die Hard Eddie Edwards and Sara Del Rey facing the Prodigy Mike Bennett and Maria. Um, I couldn't get it that into this match. I really am a big fan of Sara Del Rey, but I just really did not like this match that much. Like it wasn't horrible, but I just couldn't get into it that much. They didn't do too much with Sara Del Rey to showcase her skills and all. And so overall, I gave that match 2.5 stars. Wasn't too impressed with that. I was kind of upset on how they didn't showcase Sara Del Rey like they should have. But other than that, yeah, 2.5 stars. And then the next match, you had Kevin Steen versus the Chikara Grand Champion Eddie Kingston for the ROH World Title, which I felt was an awesome match. I greatly enjoyed this match because I'm a huge Eddie Kingston fan. Lately, I've become a huge Chikara fan. I've been watching lots of Chikara. I'm not too caught up on it. I just recently watched Chikarasaurus Rex, How to Hatch a Dinosaur, I think it was, which was an awesome pay-per-view. I'm really getting a lot into Chikara. I'm feeling like I'm going to start watching it more, doing reviews of it on my channel because I really got into it. But I really like it. It's probably one of my favorite promotions right now, honestly. I bought a couple of DVDs. I think I'm going to buy the 2 most recent DVDs after Chikarasaurus Rex so I can kind of catch up on it. But yeah, I'm a big Eddie Kingston fan. I'm a huge Kevin Steen fan, as you can tell. I'm a huge Kevin Steen fan. I really enjoyed this match. I really wanted it. I was hoping it would be a lot better, but other than that, it was really enjoyable. The fans didn't really get that into Eddie Kingston, but that's because kind of in this match you had like the fans of ROH want to cheer Steen, and in this match you kind of had 2 Kevin Steens in a way, I guess is how to describe it, but because you can't get all the cheers that you get for Kevin Steen and the ones for Eddie Kingston. But overall, I really enjoyed this match. I liked how they did the spot of them taking Eddie Kingston out on a stretcher, and I really believed that it was done right there. And I was like, wow, well they're screwed. I don't know what they're gonna do now. But then Kevin Steen got on the mic and said some stuff about Larry Sweeney, and Eddie Kingston ran back into the ring, which was awesome. And then after that, it was just really, really good. I really enjoyed that match. But overall, this was not a very good. It was an alright card. I could get into it, but I don't know. It just seemed a lot like filler. So basically, I gave this card 6.75. There's nothing really on here that you should go out of your way to see. But, definitely if you have some time, watch it. It's only $15 if you want to stream it on ROH's iPay-per-view. So, yeah, if you have some free time, go watch it. There's not really anything that you desperately need to see on the card. But other than that, it was an alright show. But I kind of enjoyed it. I enjoyed the main event. It had some good matches on it, some entertaining stuff on it. But other than that, probably one of ROH's worst pay-per-views of the year, I'd say. But, I did enjoy the main event because I like Steen and Kingston. But other than that, there really wasn't much else on the card that got my interest. But, yep, well, that's my interview. Subscribe, like, comment, do all that stuff.